country, into the Great Lakes. We've got some wet weather that'll be moving in northern Ontario. As a matter of fact, a multitude of warnings there, a wintry mix pushing into the area, and that extends from southern Manitoba. And we're also, throughout the show today, we're talking about severe weather stateside. And that ties into what we've got going on here into the Great Lakes. You can see center state, we've got this broad low pressure system along that cold front into the U.S. Severe weather, therefore, this weekend. And you can see with the trough across Manitoba, northern Ontario, that's where we're getting into the freezing rain and the snowfall. And, of course, the rain that will continue to push through Ontario and Quebec this weekend. And you'll see there into BC, we're also looking at rain and snow. But let's set the stage for this afternoon. And into Atlantic Canada, as a matter of fact, you've got a nice weekend on tap. So not much in the way of active weather for you until Monday. You'll see there Halifax coming in at 11 degrees, mainly sunny for this afternoon. St. John's a little bit cooler, but at least you've got the sunshine. We've got those double-digit warmth for us across Ontario and into Quebec. But then we start to get into the rain and the cooler weather for us across parts of the prairies and seasonal across BC, but that comes with the rain. Let's get you into Manitoba, northwestern Ontario. Several warnings at play, primarily for today. We've got that snowfall, flash freeze as well, and that special weather statement for that rainfall in and around the Thunder Bay area. So watch out for that snow, Manitoba, northwestern Ontario, freezing rain, ice pellets. That's where we're getting into that wintry mix throughout the day today. And then eventually that pulls out for tonight. Watch into northeastern Ontario for tomorrow afternoon. We've got another round of rain and snow pulling in as that southern branch of that system pulls into the area. And by Monday for you across the prairies, you'll see there a swath of snow coming into the area. Southern Ontario. For us for today, especially for tonight, we've got those showers moving in heavy at times. Tomorrow, that's where we'll see the more widespread rain across Ontario. That continues to push into Quebec. Could get some heavy pockets of rainfall there. We do have those special weather statements for the rain and windy conditions for us across the area. In terms of that rainfall, in and around the Toronto area, the Golden Horseshoe, 10 to 20 millimeters of rainfall. But areas to the east and the west could see more of that rain with embedded thunderstorms. South in Ontario and into BC as well. So starting you off with a look at the radar satellite imagery here for us, you can see we do have some rain and snow pushing into BC, and that snow will continue to fill in for us across the interior throughout the day today and into this weekend. Meanwhile, a huge low pressure system affecting not only the eastern prairies, all of Ontario, down into the U.S. with severe weather there, and eventually that'll continue to push into Quebec and into Atlantic Canada. Despite the fact that you've got a nice weekend, you've got some active weather coming your way as we head into Monday. So this afternoon for us across the country, you'll see the Iqaluit minus 18. We've got mainly sunny skies. Labrador City minus 11 there. St. John's, you see that we had that snow before in that image, that video there, but minus 3 for us for today. And we've got that sunshine, and the Maritime's quite nice and warm for us today. But we're starting to get into a bit of an active pattern for us as we head into the Great Lakes. So Thunder Bay, you've got some rain showers, special weather statements for you, and some flash freeze warnings for parts of northwestern Ontario. Meanwhile, for us, as we head back toward the west, we're into cold territory, Edmonton, Regina, Calgary, and we've got that rain for us in the Vancouver region. Let's get you back to the East Coast. I did mention that things are nice for us for this weekend. Essentially, we've got some sunshine coming through, warm weather. But by the time we head into Monday, you see by Monday morning, we've got this boundary sliding across the area. This brings in some heavy rainfall for us Monday into Tuesday, particularly across southern sections of the Maritimes and around the Fundy Shores. Meanwhile, into northern Ontario, several warnings at play for the active weather we've got rolling in and temperatures cooling off with the water that we've got on the surfaces with the rainfall. Could be into some flash freeze there. So southern Manitoba into northwestern Ontario, snow, freezing rain, ice pellets. We see that there coming through for us for the first half of the day. We've got that rain around the shores of Lake Superior, northern Ontario, picking up on that rain. That pulls out for us for tonight. But again, we've got a lot of that freezing rain for us across parts of northern Ontario, heading up toward the shores of Hudson Bay. Monday, we've got a swath of snow moving in, but definitely very active for us for today. And you see, taking a look at that snowfall for us, we've got that swath of maybe about, say, 10 to 20 centimeters of snowfall, and there will be an icy mix in there as well. Now, southern Ontario for us for today, we start off dry, but in the southwest, we pick up on some rain showers. Moving in tomorrow, more of that active pattern for us, maybe even an embedded thunderstorm rolling through. Quebec, you will get into the rain as you head into your Sunday as well. Special weather statements for rain and wind across southern Ontario for us for today into tomorrow. 10 to 20 millimeters of rainfall for us across the Toronto area.
Spot a cool cloud.
A lot of work to be done as we get into spring, and some of us certainly feeling that spring fever across the country. Nadine Powel in for Victoria Fen Alvarado for today. Yesterday in Windsor, getting up to 20.3 degrees. That's the warmest so far this year, and there are still some warmer days to come. Taking a look at conditions for us across the country, we're definitely on the cool side across the prairies and up toward the territories. We're into minus double digits there. But then once we head into the Great Lakes, we start to see that warmth coming in with temperatures into the teens for us. A nice day in store for Atlantic Canada, although for Newfoundland, for you in St. John's, you're a little bit on the cool side, -3 there, but at least you've got the sunshine. Where we don't have the sunshine so much is Manitoba, northwestern Ontario. We've got snow, freezing rain, ice pellets throughout the day today pushing through. We've got that rain along Highway 11, Highway 17 toward the shores of Lake Superior, north, west, and eastern shores as well. We've got that rain. That continues throughout the day for us for today. Tonight, that pulls away. Northeastern Ontario for tomorrow, you get a dose of, say, that snow, that freezing rain, and icy mix for us as that broad system continues to pull into the area, Ontario into the Quebec region. By Monday, we've got a swath of snowfall for us across the southern prairies once again. So we're not done with the snow just yet. Just for us for today, we've got most areas seeing about 5 or less centimeters of snowfall, but we do have that swath into northwestern Ontario where we've got that snow and that icy mix. And that rain will really take us through the rest of this weekend, primarily into our Sunday, Ontario and into Quebec. We've got 10 to 20 plus millimeters of rainfall, maybe an embedded thunderstorm too.
Wherever you
Start with Weather AM. Nadine Powel here this weekend, starting off on the west coast where we've got some rainfall in the forecast for you. Not epic by any means in and around the Vancouver area for us this weekend. Way up to about, say, 20 to 30 millimeters of rainfall. A little bit more once we head into the Fraser and certainly West Vancouver Island for us. There you can see that low pressure system continue to bring our rain and snow for coastal areas. And then as we head into the interior, that snowfall continues and picking up in intensity as we head through the afternoon. Scattered rain and snow showers will take us into our Sunday as well. If you're doing any traveling through the mountain passes and into the interior, drive carefully because, of course, this snowfall will pick up throughout the day on Saturday for us and even continue into our Sunday. Now, in terms of the avalanche danger, of course, this is something that we always have to keep in mind, especially now getting into spring. You can see here the danger rating for us on our Saturday at considerable for coastal as well as interior mountains. But you see there into the Jasper area, just on the Rockies, we've got that rate at high. So a very serious situation there. Now for us across the prairies, the eastern prairies, Manitoba into northwestern Ontario, dealing with snow and icy conditions throughout the day today, and then farther toward the shores of Superior. That's going to be a rain story there. Several warnings with regard to that. And then heading into our Monday, we've got a swath of snowfall that'll spread across southern Saskatchewan into Manitoba for us. In terms of that snowfall into, say, Manitoba, northwestern Ontario, less than 5 centimeters in and around southern Manitoba, but we've got that swath of about, say, 10 to 20 plus centimeters of snowfall for us heading up into northwestern Ontario. And that comes with an icy mix as well throughout the day today. And there will be some rainfall through the shores of Superior and southern Ontario, northwestern Ontario, also under a flash freeze warning there. Into southern Ontario, that special weather statement for us is with regard to the rainfall and the windy conditions. So areas around the lower lakes, 15 to 25 millimeters of rainfall, 60 to 80 km of winds. Areas heading up through cottage country, areas to the west of Toronto, more rainfall and some stronger winds for us, particularly into our Sunday, looking for some very blustery winds pushing through southwestern Ontario and the western end of Lake Ontario. So we see that moisture continuing to push into the area for us, double-digit highs for us throughout the day today. That rainfall picking up and becoming more widespread in intensity for us as we head through our Sunday, maybe a rumble of thunder embedded in there as well. and that continues to push into Quebec for us. You can see for Sunday, and then eventually into Monday, that's going to be Atlantic Canada's story with that potential for that heavy rainfall there. So Ontario into Quebec, you can see 10 to 20 millimeters of rainfall, Toronto to Niagara, and into southern Quebec as well. We're in that range of maybe 15 to 20 millimeters of rainfall, but certainly up to 40 mils potentially for areas to the southwest and even in through parts of eastern Ontario. And again, like I mentioned, today and tomorrow, very windy conditions in the Great Lakes.
Plan your getaways with us. Check out the forecast for your next vacation or ski trip. Visit theweathernetwork.com.